Hey, Divine, where I going? Stardust got us Divine here in the building. You already know what's up. Here at Love Life Messages, the talk. Keep it real, 100, authentic. To the best of our ability. We know we're perfectly imperfect. We know we're going to make mistakes from time to time, but we work on ourselves because we love ourselves over here. Ooh, don't ask. I'm in a good mood, right? Good energy. I don't need that negativity around me. And we don't accept no negative energy either, you know. We come over here. Excuse me. Know that you're loved. And that I appreciate you. I'm not here to judge you. I know you're not perfect either. So don't come over here acting like you're perfect though. Because then you're not going to like me because I'm going to tell you ain't perfect. You understand? We all got shit going on. You understand? We all have our good and bad days. Excuse me. We all have our moments. But the goal is, excuse me, Divine. The goal is to be happy, right? Who don't want to be living and being happy? Because don't nobody want to be sad in this motherfucker. Nobody want to be unhappy. Fucking miserable every damn day. Right? We don't want to live that life. And I don't even think the people that's lying, stealing, cheating, destroying, I don't even think they want to live that life. But something happened for them to be doing all that. But I know deep down in their heart, that's not how they want to live either. So the least we could do is work on fixing ourselves, even if it's one fucking step at a time. You understand? Not to say that I'm condoning those things, because like I said over here, we're on high frequency. We are new earth. Right? We vibrate on love, peace, happiness, joy. Right? Sending out good intentions at all times. And we want that kind of energy around the same way. You understand? Anyways, shout out to the source, to the most high, source of all things, including me and you. The divine, whatever you call your higher power, there is a higher power. It exists. A lot of people say, oh, this don't exist, that don't exist, because they go through things and the perception change, right? Through experiences and things, and that's understandable. But just know that you're here. How is this possible? Okay, boom. So then there's something that exists. That's a higher power that we're a part of. But anyways, with that said, sending out good love, good energy to you. Always. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's see. More side. What we got going on today? I don't even know what you want me to come up with today. So you already know we go with the flow, Divine. Whatever comes out is what comes out. What is this? Baby. I'm sorry, this caught me off guard. I didn't even know this was here. I love you, baby. My baby drew for me, y'all. She made me something. My little Belize, my baby. I love you too, honey bunny. It's my baby. Anyways, yeah. Okay, well that was somehow in between my cards. Hey. Don't use these? Okay. So what I'm supposed to be using? Okay. All right. Say go to the right. So right. These. Okay. Go with the flow. All right then. So don't pick none from over here. Okay. I hope I remember. Say work over here today. All right. Bet. Let's see what we got going on. Divine. I love you. Always. I appreciate you. Always. And I wish you the best. Always. Always. Divine love. Divine peace. And divine consciousness. I don't know if I said it already, but I'm Stardust. Stardust. Goddess Divine. If you want to get technical. Here at Love Life Messages, the talk. Where we vibrate on love. Unconditional love. The real kind. From the green heart chakra. Boss it open! You know what I'm saying? Yep. Okay. Well, we having life lessons here today, Divine. These cards are like, oh, no. Because I feel something under here. What is this? This is a popcorn scatter that I wasn't intending on doing today, but the popcorn scatter stick underneath there. So that's why I couldn't shuffle, because I was trying to shuffle and felt something at the bottom and I was trying to make it not fall. But that came out with this, so I'm going to keep that. Right? And I got the popcorn shuffles on this side of the room, on this side of the desk. So I got a stack of them right here. Let's take that amount. Put them there. I just wanted you guys to be able to see at least the cards when I'm doing them. So I'm gonna pick a few oh shit. Oh, okay, here we go. That's the one. I thought I lost it. So I'm gonna pick a few popcorn shuffle is what I'm getting. Nothing from the left. Okay, whoop, I guess not. Reminded me, nothing from the left today. Well, in this reading. So we'll put them back. You see? That's why I said I go with the flow. You see, watch live. Shit. I'm listening. Because I could be disobedient and be like, nah, let me just do it since because everything happened for a reason, which it does sometimes, but Divine like, nah, let's stay on this side of the desk today. So we're gonna take those. Whew. Let's see what's gonna come out now. Hopefully you're still here. Hopefully you still love me and my bullshit. Oh, and my bullshit. And you already know I can't shuffle a certain kind of way because my thumb is messed up. I got bone issues. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. One day I'm going to tell you about my little stuff. But, yeah. Speaking of that, ouch. That hurt. But, okay. Let's stick to what we got so far. Let's see what we got. So, the first one that had came out, we're going to try to go in order and then like this. So, this one said... Okay. So this one said, sometimes things fall apart, not to hurt us, but to redirect us and rebuild us. So basically, long story short, divine protection. Redirection is divine guidance or protection, right? So sometimes, because us, here in the 3D, we are selfish when it comes to ourselves, right? And we want what we want. And sometimes we know things are not good for us, but sometimes we want what we want. Sometimes we don't listen to that inner voice, to our inner selves. Sometimes we just want to enjoy the moment, right? Because it feels good, whatever that might be, right? And then sometimes we get lost in those moments and we find ourselves in addictions to those things. And it could be anything. Doesn't necessarily mean drugs, right? It could be anything. We find ourselves adapting to something that we're not, or transforming into another version of ourselves, right? Because we can't be nothing that we're not. We are everything, but it's what we choose to display. Everything is a choice. So, yeah. Redirection is protection. So sometimes things will fall apart. Sometimes we get lost in the fuck shit. Sometimes we're enjoying things too much that we shouldn't be enjoying. That we know is not healthy, right? We make unhealthy choices with certain things. And then we get lost in it and can't find ourselves out of that. So sometimes things will have to fall apart. Sometimes shit crash and burn. Sometimes certain bridges get burnt and stuff that you might, oh shit, I shouldn't have burned that bridge, but you don't fucking burnt it, shit, and fell apart. Okay, boom. So sometimes it can happen in a good way, sometimes it can happen in a bad way, right? Sometimes the bridge get burnt and you be like, fuck that shit, haha. Now keep it moving, right? Everything is a choice. And certain things work for us, certain things works against us. So within those times, what we would need is clarity. This is what came out in a little popcorn scatter that was stuck behind the card. Clarity. So sometimes we get redirected. Sometimes someone's got to pick us up and put us and sit us down. You need to think about that. Right? And sometimes thinking about it is not always beautiful. Sometimes we'll cry through it. Sometimes we'll hurt through it. Sometimes we'll be angry through it. Sometimes we'll retaliate through it. Whatever it is, because everybody have different things, right? And not really thinking, hey, maybe this is the time where I should actually just sit and try to think why I'm going through this or why certain things are happening. Or try to understand, right? Or sometimes that's what have to happen in order for you to be like, oh shit. Because then what you think is not working out for you actually end up working out for your better, highest good. And when you get redirected, if you were to continue in that direction, you probably wouldn't have been on the earth no more. Probably would have been locked up. Probably would have been sick. Probably would have been this, that, whatever. Just take it how you resonate, right? So instead of that, we get redirected. We get the clarity. Sometimes that's the time that we need to redirect, refocus, rejuvenate, right? Anyways. Whew. And that could be one of the things that you got to get redirected from. Because for some people, you know, men, women, you have bad habits as far as sexual fornications. You understand? Now, down here in this realm, that's what happened. We find people attractive, but we want some of that. You understand? Let me get some of that. But you can't be thinking like that, divine. You can for one person. And of course, like I said, everybody have their own mindset, their own thing. That's people do what they want. You can't tell people what to do. But we want to be appreciated, right? We want to be loved. And sometimes, even with one person, you might end up being with the wrong person and then have to get redirected because that person might end up cheating on you, lying, this, that. You know, take it how you resonate, right? You give their all, right? Some people would be, say, virgins. And then they finally decide, oh, this is the person I want to give it to. And then they give it to the person. And then next thing you know, they fuck you over. And now, here you go. Redirection, protection. Don't stay with that person. You end up leaving. Things didn't go how you expected it to. So now you got to sit down and clarify. Hey, well, next time in my next relationship, this is probably how I would want it to be. This is what didn't work for me last time. So this time, I got to fix that, right? I have to rebuild. What this says? Redirection to rebuild. Sometimes things have to happen that way to rebuild, right? So now you got to rebuild the way that your thought process, your mindset, the way you looked into relationship, or the type of things that you were actually attracted to or attracting, right? So it says network, be brave, what? With your feet. Oh, okay. Yeah. So sometimes, depending on who you have good relationships with, you can take advice, but also make sure that the advice is honest, right? Because a person could say, hey, you know what? I don't know, because I've never experienced that before. But what would be logical, what looked like it might work, would be this. If somebody's actually giving you clear and honest input, right? They could also verify and tell you, hey, you know, it might not work for you. I'm not telling you to do that. But if I was to happen to be in your shoes, maybe this is how I would do it. You understand? But don't ever take my word for it, because I don't want you to blame me for your experience if it don't go the way that you think it would go, or however way that we had spoken about. You understand? So it's just how you look at things. And you have to know that people would have bad intentions, and then you have people that would have good intentions. So it's all about trusting, right? But you got to be brave. Brave to step outside the box. Brave to trust, right? Brave to not be locked in to certain way of thinking. Open up your mind. Try something new. Try something different. Okay, well, you know what? I think she fly. She look good. She got it going on. You know what I mean? I love her smile. I love this. Or, you know, he fine. He got the muscles. You know what I mean? He drive a nice car. He look like he got it together. He this, he that. Or, you know what I mean? She might not have it all together, but I love the way she treat me or he treat me. Whatever, but you know, you have to look at all aspects of a person when it comes to a relationship, right? I mean, in family and friendships and things like that too. But since we're talking about relationships, since this is talking about loving, sucking the tits and all kinds of shit, right? Something don't work one way for you. And what I'm getting is some of y'all like that. Some of y'all don't care. Oh shit, fuck that. I felt good for the moment. And that's the problem that get us in trouble. Because you want momental shit. And then when you're crying or you're hurt, you're retaliating, you're upset, you're angry at this one, you're throwing shade, throwing rocks, you're doing this, you're doing that, you find yourself in more chaos, in misery. Now you want to treat everybody like that. And then people that didn't even do shit to you, right? Or somebody trying to holler at you, now your heart blocked. It's cold. You feel a kind of way. You don't know who to trust. And trust me, I've been there, right? It just made me think, because why? I had to sit down with myself and clarify from the redirection that source put me in. Nah, sit your ass over here, think about that. And it's for your highest good, it's for your better good, right? So, but at the same time, when you sit down and it's not going to make you not want to love anymore or stop you from loving or wanting love, right? But it's going to make you look at it and be aware and know what it is that you want and don't want in your next relationship. And that's if you're ready to grow. If you're ready to be honest with yourself, right? If you're not lying to yourself. Because to be honest, some people will go through this shit over and over again, over and over and over again. They'll meet the same person or the same type of being in a different body, the same energy in a different body, right? Just to see if you learned your lesson, right? Well, you know, this one I had long hair, this time let me try short hair. No, not like that. It don't make a difference. How about we try soul? How about we try energy? How about we learn each other from the get-go so that you don't be disappointed or confused or upset when it don't go your way? And we understand that people grow and change as you go along. So if you guys come into agreement, okay, this is what I like and don't, oh, perfect, we're perfect together, yeah, and you start moving on and you're together in this relationship and then things start clashing, you have that talk again, hey, this is what's going on, this is what we had talked about. Well, you know what, I'm into such and such now. I'm into this type of thing now. I'm into this now. Oh yeah, I don't think we're going to be aligned like that. Okay, so it's grown in emotional intelligence that we could separate agreeably, right? Agree to disagree without any harsh feelings, without, you know what I mean? Because yeah, I took the time to actually respect each other even in separation, right? And sometimes that separation could be for good, or sometimes it could be years and you know you find your way back together, and you know what I mean? Because that person that might have been into this, that, and not into it no more, and you guys go a separate way, and then years down the line you meet that person again. Whatever went on with your life went on, and then y'all meet each other again. That's why you could never take anything personal. Just enjoy life as it is, as it's going and flowing while you go, right? To save yourself the heartache and the pain. Instead of the heartache and the pain, try to understand the heartache and the pain, right? And then, you know, like I said, maybe down the line later on, you could meet that person again. It's possible it's not, but don't dwell on it. Because whatever will be regardless. Right? There's a saying, what's for me will never pass me by. Sometimes things might look like it's passing you by, but it's really not. It's just waiting for you to grow and align into a better, you know what I mean? Foundation Because sometimes you could be together and shit fucked up. You might want something so bad and don't get it, but it's something that you want to last forever. But source know better than you because you're not really thinking clearly right now. You just want what you want, right? So sometimes source like, nah, let me fix that up better for you, right? Since it's something you really want, let me fix it up better for you. This, that, grow, this, that. Then you finally get to, oh my gosh, yes, and then it lasts forever. But don't you dare rushing shit and just doing this and clashing and it's something you're doing because you're just going off a 3D flesh, off the surface level, right? Not realizing if the inside, if the depth of that being or that person is not aligned or is not at its best yet, that would fit your best, and then the two best come together. If it's not that way, it's not gonna work. You understand? So it's all how you look at shit. I'm gonna take 2 more and I'm gonna bounce up out of here, y'all. Whoa, oh. I'm gonna take both of them and then I'm gonna end it. When I'm not with you, I can't wait to see you. And that's what you want. That's what you want when you get with somebody. You want to be happy with them. You want to be free with them. You want to be loved. You want to be aligned with them. Right? You want to wait. Then when you see them again, when y'all spend time with each other, y'all leave from each other, y'all come back and say, oh my gosh, baby, I missed you. You understand? You want that feeling, that sweet, emotional sense of relief that only that person could give you. Right? Because we're going to be in the world, living and doing this, working and going to school and doing this and doing that, whatever it is that you're doing. But when you get with that person, all those things fade away. It's just y'all in your own little world, enjoying each other. Genuinely, truthfully, divinely, with love, with real love. Where you could relax and release, right? Let go of all that other things and just be free with that person and vice versa. No judgment, right? And things like that. Happiness, free, peace, right? Hey, make you happy. Acceptance, and this is what I'm saying about I love you as you are. That's what you want with somebody. Somebody that's going to love you for who you are, but as your best self. Right? And even when you're making those mistakes, you're still your best self because they still love your flaws, because they know that the intention is never disrespectful. The intention is never bad. Right? But you also understand that we're perfectly imperfect and we're going to make mistakes. So we're going to love each other through that. You understand? So that's the perfection of the imperfections between you two and the connection that you have. You understand? Excuse me. But yeah, making you happy. Right? I didn't have to learn to love you because I already loved you. Why you already love the person? Because you already know. The intention is pure. It's no ill intentions there. I already love you. What's up? My intent is I'm attracted to your soul. I'm attracted to your energy. There's something about you as soon as we met. Boom. Let's do it. I love you. Now what? Because you know the intentions is pure. You're not going to feel that sense of peace, that clarity with that other soul if you're not aligned. You're not going to feel that. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yo, real talk, divine. I can't explain it. I just know how I want to love when I get with someone and how I want them to love me. Because the love is what recognizes itself. Love recognizes love. Love recognize love. Love ain't gonna judge love. Love is gonna love love. Right off the bat. because the intentions is pure. And the love is unconditional from the green heart chakra. Boss it open. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna play by that love. You ain't gonna have nobody mess with your love. You're gonna defend love. You're gonna appreciate it. You're not gonna take it for granted. You're gonna love it. And it's gonna love you back. That's when you know you found your love. And that's when you're going to have love in your life. Love life. That's when you're going to enjoy life. You're going to love life when you find love. The real kind. Because no matter what you got going on in life, you're going to be loved. And you're going to be able to get through it. Because love conquer all. Love conquer everything. Love always wins. That's why I say when I get my love, baby, I ain't gonna play about mines. You understand? I ain't gonna play about mines. Because I'm gonna treat mines like royalty. Divinely. Straight like that. I appreciate you. If you made it to the end of this video, Divine, I love you. I love you regardless, but I'm just saying. Thank you. Divine love, divine peace, and divine consciousness. Yeah.